on Facebook, and then we're live on Instagram too. Oh, and you know what I was gonna do? I was gonna try to do this, even though I don't feel like we really need to, but I'll try anyway.
Make sure, unless you did already.
Yeah, I think I did that. Let me see. Yep, I did that.
Okay.
See that, but all set. This is going and this is going. We don't have anybody popping in, but that's okay. People will eventually pop in. All right. Oh my goodness. Whew. My body's little complaining. I think that's because it's Thursday. Day before Friday, and that usually happens. So Robbie and I were just discussing how each class now has its dedicated deck space. So this Thursday class has this by this tree, this corner of the deck, because that's where the shade is. Everything else is on the sun. There is a corner back there that is not on the sun, but there's a lot of sun at this time of the day. So this tree is giving us a little bit of a shade, which is absolutely necessary. We have done the sun flow, and it's brutal, and now it's even hotter. There's a really nice breeze today. I was just also teaching a Zoom class for camp right before this one, but that started at noon. But right before that, it was pouring. It was literally pouring, like apocalypse. You know, like sky open, waterfalls, literally coming down, dark, and then 10 minutes before noon, it all cleared up. I had a little bit of a wet deck, which is not a problem for my mat, and now it's beautiful. Yeah. So a little bit of a lunch break, 50-50. It looks like we're gonna move this class back to its original time, but not until I'm back from vacation. So again, I'm leaving next Wednesday. So we'll still do Saturday, and then we'll do Monday, and then we'll do Saturday again. And then we'll probably do the Saturday one more time. So I will not, the few of you who are hanging on with me on the Saturday, I will not let you hanging. I will be doing Saturday, because Saturday is Saturday, and we need our yoga. With that said, let's do a little 50-50. Let's see if we can find a little yummy space for ourselves. The playlist that I'm gonna play is still the same one this week, 7/4/2020 blood flow, and I'm gonna start it 3, 2, 1 now. Even though for this particular practice it doesn't really matter as much as it matters for just the regular flow. So hopefully you have some water. Mine is kind of rolling down. It's too bad. The Instagram feed also is hopefully listening in through my headphones, so that should be interesting. I will give it a listen later and see how the sound sounds, if it's better or worse, but apparently it's supposed to be a little better, so that would be great, especially when we have tree cutting situations going on around here. Alright, so sits bones connected to the mat. Take a moment. Again, notice what you're bringing onto your mat, a little dedicated time for lunch, break, connecting with your breath, with your body, or maybe just simply taking an hour to sit on your mat. If you decide that you don't want to move, fine by me. You can just listen. You can lay in Shavasana and listen. Totally fine. Settle in, maybe a little roll through the shoulders. Again, this is 50-50, half flow, half yin. My absolutely favorite format, especially for middle of the day, but really honestly anytime. It is just the best. A little movement, you know, a little heart rate, and then still sitting and stretching and settling. It's just perfect. So notice any sensations that your body is giving you. Notice where you find yourself this Thursday, how this week has been going for you energetically. It's been kind of heavy. I feel a little bit of a struggle energetically after the full moon. I don't think it, I feel like it got worse as opposed to it getting better. Just a little heavier. A few more days of Mercury retrograde. Mars has entered Aries, which is its home sign. It loves it there, but it's also very feisty and very fiery. So if you encounter a little bit of a conflict somewhere, a little bit of a reactionary energy, that may have something to do with Mars. Mars is your warrior. He likes to have your back and fight your battles for you. Big breath in through your nose. Hold it at the top, sip in a little more. Out of your mouth, let it go. Another breath in, inhale. Hold it at the top, sip in a little more. Out of your mouth, let it go. Seal your lips, find your ujjayi. It's kind of nice. Robbie and I are having a little quality time here. Find your breath. Pull it all the way into your belly. Engage your diaphragm. Out of your nose as you exhale. Labored breath. Ujjayi. Oh, that's funny. Right cheek drops off to your right shoulder. And pause there. And then a little bit of a movement of the head. So look down towards the ground. And then back up towards the sky. But you're still staying off into that stretch through the left side of the neck. And then back through center. Inhale off to your left. Nice and slow. Heaviness of the head. Again, look down in towards the ground. And then up in towards the sky. Feeling the heaviness of your head pulling and stretching through your neck, back through the center. And then chin comes into the chest. Keep your upper body nice and in place. And then notice what happens through the shoulders. And again, maybe a little bit of a tiny bit of a side to side, if that makes sense. But while you are forward into, it's just kind of you're like reaching through the crown of your head. And then back to neutral. Inhale back up and a little bit of a backwards, only if that feels good for you. Sometimes going back does not feel good. So if it doesn't feel good, don't do it. Maybe stretching your jaw, pulling your jaw forward, stretching through the front of the throat, and then back into neutral, please. Roll your shoulders slowly, big shoulder loops. And notice how your body reacts to the subtle movements, to the slow movements that you start introducing. And then notice when sometimes you feel like you don't want to practice. If you start really slow, what happens? Come onto your hands and knees. And again, a little movement forward, or maybe a cat-cow, or maybe even sinking back into child's pose if that feels good. Maybe rolling cat-cow, child's pose. It's kind of nice sometimes too. Finding a neutral, you guys. So knees hip width distance underneath the hips, shoulders over the wrist.
Take your right foot back, extend it, push back through the heel. Notice what happens where. Notice if the belly sinks down, and then take your right foot onto your left edge of the mat. Put it down, tuck the toes, push through the right side, look over your left shoulder towards your right foot. Looking for some space through the right side of your body. And then back into the center, push back through the heel, lengthen, and then put the foot, knee back down onto the ground. Same thing with the left leg, extend it long, left heel pushes back, foot active, check in with the belly, cross your right foot, left foot rather off to your right side. Straight through the elbows, look over your right shoulder, find the foot, feel what's happening through your left side. I really love to stretch. And then back to the center, left leg reaches back, push back through the heel, and then back onto the mat. And then separate the knees again, and then sink your hips back to child's. And then give your arms a little long stretch. Lift the fingers up. Imagine somebody's pushing into your fingers or pushing your fingers in towards your face. And then drop them back down. Suction cup the hand, so lift the palm of the hand, dig in with your fingers. And then do it again. Drop the heel of your wrist down and then lift your fingers up towards your face. That feels also really good. And then drop it down one more time. Suction cup the fingertips, bend the knuckles, let the chest drop through the shoulders. And then plant your hands coming back to tabletop. Tuck the toes, lift the hips, push the hips back, downward facing dog. Take a little scan, little inventory of your body. Notice where you find yourself. Maybe pedal out the feet, bent into one knee, heavy, and the other. Releasing the head and neck. Slowly walk the feet to the front of your space. Standing forward fold, feet stay a little bit apart, knees are gently bent. Maybe grab opposite elbows over your head. Let the upper body drape heavy over your legs. If you need to bend your knees a lot, do that. Hollow out the belly. Notice if the knees are rolling in or out. Try to find a somewhat a neutral shape for them, or direction rather. And then a weight a little bit in the toes. So notice if you're digging into the toes a lot. So maybe soften through the toes just a bit. And just keep breathing here for a moment. Maybe a little lengthening through the lats. Notice if you can lengthen through each side of your rib cage. Kind of really stretch it in towards the ground, and then slowly release the hands back onto the mat whenever you're ready. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold. Again, inhale, halfway up, straight legs, flat back, crown of the head reaches, belly tight, exhale, fold. And then last one, inhale, halfway up, telescope the ribs, belly, flat back, straight legs, exhale, fold. Through bent knees, come all the way up to standing. Keep your arms hanging heavy. Shake them out a little bit. Still keep them hanging down. Roll the shoulders up and back as your head comes up. One more shoulder loop. Inhale. Exhale here. Ground through your feet. Inhale, arms rise over your head. Exhale, fold. Let your upper body go. Halfway lift, flat back. Plant your hands, step back to plank. Inhale here, knees are not. Halfway down. Heart comes through. Roll over your feet. Slowly take your time, downward facing dog. Right leg lifts up and back, long, bend your knee, flex your foot. Straighten your leg again, step your right foot all the way in, your left knee finds the mat, fingertips stay, chest lift. Half splits, bring it back. 2 more, back to front with your breath, inhale. Exhale back. All the way to standing forward fold. As you come forward, drag the back foot in, inhale halfway up. Exhale, release. All the way up, arms reach. Hands to heart, bring it in. Inhale, rise. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift, flat back. Plant your hands, step back to plank. Breath in, fire up your quads, halfway down. Inhale, heart comes through. Roll over your feet, downward facing dog. Left leg lifts, up and back. Bend your knee, flex your foot, that's an exhale. Inhale, straighten your leg again. Step your left foot all the way in, right knee finds the mat. Chest left, inhale. Half splits, bring it back. One more with your breath. Inhale to front, take your time. Exhale to back. Step it all the way to standing forward fold. Push off of your back foot. Halfway left is an inhale. Exhale, release. All the way up, arms reach. Hands to heart, bring it in. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, fold, empty your breath. Halfway lift, flat back, listen. Step your right foot back to a lunge. Plant your right hand inside of your left foot, left arm comes up. Stay for exhale. Inhale here. Left arm finds the mat, top of your plank. Inhale here, forward, elbows in, halfway down. Inhale, heart. Roll over your feet, downward facing dog. Right leg lifts, up and back, long. Step your right foot all the way in, left knee down, listen. Arms up over your head, inhale. Exhale, arms go down. Fingertips stay, chest lifts, lift up through your gaze. Half splits, bring it back. Back to front, inhale. And to back, exhale. Step all the way to standing forward fold. Halfway lift is your inhale. Exhale, fold. All the way up, arms reach. Hands to heart, bring it in. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift, inhale, listen. Left leg steps back, find a high lunge. Left knee is high, left arm plants inside of your right foot, right arm up. Stay for exhale, inhale here. Right arm finds the mat, right leg scooches back, top of your plank. Forward, elbows in, halfway down. Inhale, heart. Roll over your feet, downward facing. Left leg lifts, up and back long. Step your left foot all the way in, your right knee finds the mat. Chest lift, arms up, inhale. Arms go down, frame the foot, fingertips touch. Now chest and face only, lean in. Half splits, bring it back. Back to front, pulling the hips in space. One more time, hips go back, pull your left hip back and up. Step all the way forward as you're coming to front. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. All the way up, arms reach, lift up, reach up. Hands to heart, bring it in. Inhale, rise. Slow and steady does it. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift, your spine's moving. Right leg steps back, find your low lunge. Right arm plants, take your time. Left arm inhales up. Stay for exhale. Another breath. Left arm finds the mat, top of your plank. Forward, elbows in, halfway down. Inhale, heart comes through. Exhale, come all the way down, forehead to mat. Take your hands outside of your mat, suction cup your fingertips, elbows up. Inhale, lift through the chest, separate your feet a little. Exhale, coming down. One more, just like that. Chin into the chest as you round up. Use the weight in your hands. Exhale down. Hands by your chest, forehead down. Tuck the toes, lift the kneecaps. 3, 2, 1, plank. Hips go back, downward facing. Right leg lifts up and back long. Step your right foot all the way in. Your left knee finds the mat. Inhale, arms up over your head. Exhale, left arm forward, right arm back, standing twist. Inhale, back up. Exhale, arms go down. Half splits, bring it back. To front again, inhale. And to back. Stepping all the way to standing forward fold, push off of your back foot. Half lift, lengthen. And fold. All the way up, arms reach. Hands too hard, bring it in. Inhale, back up, rise. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift, flat back, lengthen, fine extension. Left leg steps back as you fold. Left arm plants inside of your right foot, right arm up, inhale. Stay for exhale. Another breath in. Right arm finds the mat, top of your plank is next. Forward elbows in, halfway down. Inhale, heart comes through your up dog. Come all the way down again, forehead to mat. Take your hands out, elbows up. Inhale, pull it up. Exhale, down. One more, inhale up. Exhale down, forehead down, hands by the chest, tuck the toes, lift the kneecaps. 3, 2, 1, plank. Hips go back, downward facing. Left leg lifts up and back. Step your left foot in, right knee finds the mat. Arms up over your head, lift. Right arm forward, left arm back, open. Back up, inhale, arms up. Arms go down, frame the front. Hips go back, half splits. Back to front again. One more time, 2 back. Stepping all the way forward, standing forward fold. Halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, release. All the way up, arms reach. Hands too hard, bring it in. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold, listen, right leg steps back, dial your right heel down. Warrior 1, rise. Interlace your hands at the low back. Lift up through the chest. Exhale, fold forward to humble. Back to center, arms rise. Arms go down, frame the foot, lift your back heel. Right arm plants, left arm comes up, inhale. Stay for exhale. Another breath in, left arm finds the mat. Plank is next, breath. Halfway down, exhale. Inhale, heart through. Forehead to mid, hands outside, suction up, separate the feet a little. Inhale up, elbows active. Exhale down. One more, inhale up. Exhale down, hands by your sides, by your chest, tuck the toes, lift the kneecaps. 3, 2, 1, plank. Hips go back, shift your way downward facing. Right leg lifts up and back. Step your right foot in, left knee finds the mat. Arms up over your head. Left arm forward, right arm back, open. Right arm down, left arm up, look up. Arms go down, frame the foot. Half splits, bring it back. Back to front, inhale. And to back, exhale. Keep the slow and steady all the way to standing forward fold. Halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, release. One more side, coming up, inhale all the way up, arms reach. Hands too hard, bring it in. Inhale, rise. Exhale, fold all the way. Halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold left leg, steps back, dial your left heel down, warrior one, rocks. Interlace your hands, pressure outer edge of your left foot, chest lift, breath. Exhale to humble, coming down. Breath in and out. Back up, inhale, rocks. Arms go down, frame the foot, lift your back heel, left arm plants. Right arm comes up open. Stay for exhale, another breath in. Right arm finds the mat, top of your plank. Forward elbows in, lower halfway down. Heart comes through, shoulder blades back. All the way down onto your mat, hands out wide, elbows up. Feet a little apart, inhale up, press into the top of your feet. Active through your legs, exhale down. One more, inhale up. Exhale down, hands by your chest, tuck your toes, kneecaps lift, 3, 2, 1, plank. Hips go back, downward facing. Left leg lifts up and back. Step your left foot all the way in, right knee finds the mat. Arms rise over your head. Right arm forward, left arm back, pause. Left arm back, right arm up, inhale. Arms go down, frame the foot, plant your hands. Half splits, bring it back. Back to front, inhale. And to back, exhale. Step all the way forward. Half lift, curl your chest up. Exhale, release. One more, half lift, inhale. Exhale, fold and stay. And again, grab opposite elbows, maybe bend your knees. Lengthen through the sides. Let the head hang complete release. Notice how much the legs are working. Give yourself a little bit of a space. Maybe you're kind of leaning forward and backwards a little bit. Eventually finding just the right space. The sweet spot, maybe a tad forward towards the front of your toes. And hopefully you're outside just like we are in the heat of Florida. It is so nice and breezy. It feels so good. It is hot for sure, but release the hands, you guys. Fire up your glutes and hamstrings. Lift halfway up, lengthen through the crown of the head. Hollow out the belly. Pull the shoulder blades gently in towards each other. The legs are super fired up. The glutes are doing work here. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And then fold. Now plant your hands. Step your legs back to a tabletop. Drop down to your knees. And then separate your knees again wide and then come back to child's pose. And just hang out for a bit. Trash people, you guys, just in case you're wondering. It's a trash day here in Tampa Heights. Thursdays and Mondays. I am grateful today that we do have people that are picking up trash. Because you don't know how long we're gonna have that. You never know. Now staying, you guys, where you are with your legs. Maybe lift up through your chest a little bit and then take your right arm underneath yourself. But then also take your left arm around your low back. And then maybe kind of hook it in if you can. And then open a little bit through the left shoulder. Or not. Depending on how much work you want to do. And then slowly crawling back up, the right hand finds its place. The left arm will go under. And then again, however you want to go about this, if you want to keep the right hand kind of by your face, or if you want to wrap it around the low back, finding a little openness somewhere. Slowly unwind, coming back into center along through the arms. Notice how the legs are reacting to being in child's for a while. And then coming forward, make your way all the way onto your belly. Right arm will go sideways into a 90-degree angle between your elbow and your forearm. So right on the side of you, cactus your arm. And then slowly roll yourself onto that shoulder. And then checking in with the knees. Watch out for the low back. Maybe both knees bend, maybe one knee bends. Whatever you want to do here. But definitely be mindful of the low back in this position. Now slowly roll yourselves back onto your belly. And keep noticing for these sensations that are happening. Now take your right knee and bring it up towards your side. Yeah? Just the way you sleep. And then you can do whatever you want with your hands. I like to just keep them up here. Take your left cheek down onto the mat. You and I both. That was so cute. And then simply, just the way you're sleeping, letting the right knee kind of slide in. Don't be afraid to kind of push it a little bit off to the side and just hang here for a moment. If you happen to fall asleep, I don't blame you. And again, notice where you are. Slowly extend your right leg back. Take your left hand and cactus it on your left side. Right hand goes back by your face, rolling onto your left shoulder. And again, whatever you're doing with your legs, just try to figure it out a way that you can safely support your low back while you give that shoulder nice lean of your weight. Slowly release, roll yourselves back onto your belly. The hands come a little further up towards each other. The left knee comes up, and it's the sleepy position on the other side. Again, what do you decide to do with your hands is kind of good. Give the left leg a little bit of a push, so the knee has a space to kind of push away from your body. And then just settle in, take a moment. And if you fall asleep, I don't blame you. And then pushing yourselves up a little bit, draw your left leg back in space. Coming back into neutral. And then shift your hips back, find your way back to tabletop. Just a little stretch here, maybe push the back up into a little bit of a cat situation. Maybe even a little bit of a side to side. And then the right knee will pull in and find the right wrist. The shin goes across the mat. Dropping back down. Finding your way into half pigeon. Because why not? And then settling into your shape, kind of giving your body a little bit of a softening here. Maybe you opt for the little softer version, the little less active version today, or maybe you don't. Maybe you go a little to the active version where you kind of pulling your right hip backwards in space, giving it a little extra weight to work with. Again, entirely up to you. Guys, what's going on through your head here when you're hanging in a posture, whether you're just resting, whether you're paying attention to your body, or whether you're just thinking about whatever it is that you may be thinking. Just notice. Interesting because I have been purely tuned into the breeze. The breeze feels so good today, unlike it hasn't in quite some time. It's really nice. The magical porch, you guys. Kind of hoping that the headphone works because I'm talking kind of into myself, but if the headphones work, you should hear me perfectly fine. So that'll be interesting experiment to see whether the sound quality is actually a little better maybe, and I don't have to scream or lift up my head for that matter. Checking with the hip, notice what is happening, whether you created some space or whether there's a struggle, a little pulling, a little tightness, a little stiffness, or the opposite if you feel good leaning in, a little stretched out, all kinds of space. Finish your exhale, slowly begin to rise. Get your hands underneath your shoulders and then find your way back to tabletop. So pulling the back leg in a little, sliding the right leg out. Oh, feels so good. And again, maybe a little bit of a cat, rounding a little forward motion, just again, a little bit of a release of whatever your body feels, or more so like a stretch. Not a release, just a little stretch. And then the left knee will pull in, finding your way to the other side. Again, take your time settling in. Working in a similar way that you did on the other side. Again, notice if you're actively engaging with the posture, maybe a little extra push of the hip back in space. Active weight into the hip, if you will. Or maybe you're just simply softening into the mat. Either one is perfectly fine. No right or wrong, whatever your body needs. Whether you're actively engaging or whether you're soft, you should still feel something happening through that right hip, you guys, if that makes any sense. There should be still a little bit of a like sensation, right? A sensation through the outer left hip flexor here. Tune your awareness into the hip. Notice where you find yourself and slowly begin your journey back up. And then however, pulling the back leg in a little, scooting the left leg out back into tabletop. And again, maybe a little bit of a cat sway. Along through the arms, push through the back, maybe little sides. And then eventually cross the feet behind you, sit your butt behind your legs, and then extending your legs all the way to front. Coming all the way down onto your back. Keep the knees bent, soles of the feet, find the mat. Hopefully you have blocks, books, something of that sort that you put underneath your sacrum. You lift your hips up we love to end up in supported bridge, don't we? Yes, we do. Supported bridge, my friends. Minimum of 3 minutes. Check in with the shoulder blades a little and really let the hips sink into the mat. Soften the feet onto the mat. If you need to take them a little further apart, do that. Just whatever, whatever makes this the most heaviest part of your body is the hips pushing into the block, and then everything else is just kind of hanging in place. And then if at any point you feel like you want to extend your legs, do that. If not, stay where you are. Feel free, if you're ready, to move yourself in Shavasana for the last few minutes. Remove the block on the side. Options like legs long, legs up the wall, or Supta Baddha Konasana legs, soles of the feet together. Soften through the hips, flatten the shoulder blades, wiggle out the jaw. Soften the face. Drawing an inhale in through your nose. Out of your mouth, release. One more just like that. Inhale in. Out of your mouth, release. Settle the body into the mat. Completely release anything you're holding on to. Rest. It's like the crickets became so much louder when the brakes of the garbage truck. Okay, that's so funny. It's like, well, let us make some noise so the brakes are not so bad. And then they die down immediately. That's so funny. sounds of nature. As usual, you guys, I will leave you in Shavasana for this particular practice. If there is a nap in your future, please take it. If there's time to go back to work, do that. Hopefully it will help to reset the rest of your day, make it goes nice and smooth. Thank you for tuning in with us. Mindfulness into the breath space, into the breath space, in the sacred that unites us all. From my heart to yours, from my porch to wherever you are. Namaste. You guys have a great rest of the week. We will see you Saturday again from the porch for Solar Saturday. Hopefully it's not raining. And that's all we got. Yoga porch session, porch yoga session. And thank you, my friends. Hang in there. I had a full minute 16. What?